Hey, Shalom, Israel. I am a priest and officer 50, Michael Lott, out of Israelite School and University of Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. And tonight, we're going to do, the Biblical Law Class. We're located here in Atlanta, Georgia, 3353 Glenwood Road. That's in Decatur, Georgia. On Mondays night, you can come in from 7 to 9, same location with the history class. Tuesday, we come with the brotherhood class from 7 to 9, same location, time, same 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Wednesday night, which is tonight, we have the biblical law class from 7 to 9 p.m. Thursday night is scripture breakdown from 7 to 9 p.m. Friday is your Hebrews 101. You learning our ancient language from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Same location. Saturdays you come in, around 12 o'clock noon, and you get your Sabbath class, where we serving the Most High and we still learning our history. And that's pretty much the itinerary for the school in Atlanta, in I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta. And tonight we're gonna start out, man. We're gonna get into like how, showing that the Most High laws are still in full effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you could, anybody that can read for me online? Come, so if I could you pick up Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. And Baruch is the book in the Apocrypha. You can find it in your King James 1611 Bible. That's the one that they normally swear the president on, or you can find it in the Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? Or you can get the Apocrypha, this book right here, which is a part of the Bible. But the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So he pretty much just twists our history up, man, to try to change. That's why you got so many Bibles now. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want the most accurate Bible, man, you want to grab the King James Bible, get you an Apocrypha, or just get you a King James Bible 1611. You'll be good to go with that. If you could, sir, pick up on Baruch chapter 4, verse 1 for me.
Come, sir. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High. Meaning, this book right here is the book, the law book, man. You know what I'm saying? This is your law book right here. Hold on for me, about to show online. This is your law book. You know what I'm saying? When you go in Washington, D.C., they got the, they got their laws, man. They got their, what's this called? The Constitution of America, man. But when you look at this right here, this is the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men and women Constitution right here. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why this book is just like everywhere. Like no matter the religion, no matter the culture, no matter the type of people, everyone knows about this Bible because this is the original and the best law of the land. Right. Which is why we having a biblical law class tonight. You know what I mean? If you can start over with that verse, sir, Baruch 4 and 1. If we have anybody else online? Oh, Most High Christ said, Thwada, Shalom, Yahanna, Yahanna, without you, sir. Thwada for taking in another one. Anybody else? Alright, no sweat. If you could, sir, Baba Shah, pick up at Baruch 4 and 1 for me.
Come, sir, the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endured forever.
The law that endured forever. Too many times we in church where it say, you can't be perfect, or just live your life and God know your heart. This right here is not saying none of that. This right here is telling you, letting you know that there is a law that endures forever. Now we're gonna go into it as the class continues, but I just gotta make that point because you hear in the church all the time that nobody can be perfect. Well, if no one can be perfect, then what's the point of church? You know what I mean? What is the importance of church? If we can come to church as we are and continue to live as we are. And when we continue to live as we are without law and order, you get the ghettos right now. You see how the ghettos are in America right now? We destroyed, we poor, we killing each other, man. We living in hell. We suffering right now. And then we in this pandemic with us in the I.S.U.P.K. known as a plague from the Most High, just like the plague in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? That's a different class for another day. You know what I'm saying? But we are destroyed because we don't have any law and order. Because our Christian pastors, they're not teaching us in the law and order of the Most High. They using this book and preaching blasphemy with this book, man. They disrespect the Most High and tell y'all that God just say live how you want to live, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not love. You know what I mean? Like even when you talk about we're gonna get into it. Continue with that, sir.
Con, sir.
And all day.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
All they that keep it shall come to life. I know you know what that. I know you want to know what that means. Shall come to life. You probably like, I'm living right now. You know, I wake up every morning. You know, I thank God every morning that I'm living. You thank God that you have breath. You're not living because it's right after you thank God that you waking up. You stressed because you got to go to that slavery because you're not living. We in a land of our captivity. We're slaves right now in America. You know what I'm saying? What it means when it say you should have life, you got to remember this is a black man book. This is a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man book. So when it says that all they that shall keep it shall come to life, think of how people be like, man, you know I'm living life right now. You know I'm up. You know what I'm saying? The same way you see how the so-called oppressors living in America. We should be living that way, man, 3 to 4, 5, 6 times better than that. But because we don't want to have any law and order, specifically the Lord's law, you know what I'm saying? We are stressed, we are struggling, and we are in hell in the ghetto, man. We should be living life. We should be living the life. We should come to life like the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1 in the Apocrypha says, they should come to life. But such as leave it shall die. And you see that all the time in the ghetto, man. You see, we always, you know what I mean, suffering death. Every time you get on Facebook, somebody got long live so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? Every night you hearing sirens going off, man. Every night someone is dying, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you know we dying so much and we in such hell because Christians wake up and the first thing they think about, oh, I'm alive, I didn't die. That's how you, who lives like that, man?
Right.
You know that's hell when you wake up and the first thing on your mind is like, whew, I'm glad I woke up. You know, that's hell, man. That is hell. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have any law and order. I don't want to live like that. And me and my brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K, we know a better way. We live a better life. We understand that you need law and order. You know what I'm saying? The same way the so-called person have his government and his law and order, it's the same way that we need our government and law and order. The only difference is, man, like when we in America, man, we are on a law and order that was sustained to keep us down at the bottom. This right here teaches us that we are, and shows us that we are superior people of the earth, man. And these are the righteous laws. When these laws are righteous, even the wicked will mourn when these laws are established in the world right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I could, sir. Is anybody else new checking in online? Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, out of the way. Shalom, y'all. About what's going on, sir? Hey, good to hear your voice, out of one. The water for checking in, out of one. Hey, come, sir. I'm gonna put you down in a second. Let me just go to the scripture real quick if I could, Baba the shop. Come, go ahead. Young man David, what's going on, my man? You swap? Hey, man, you doing the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in no better place, man. You stay locked in, man. Keep your feet grounded, work. Alright. You got any questions or comments, man? You know what I'm saying? You can always say Salaki and we'll get you in the door. Alright, if I can get everybody to turn to 1 Peter, the 25th verse. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pick up right there. Do I have anybody that can read for me, Baba Sean now? You got me, sir? All right, the what, the other one?
All right, verse Peter what?
If I can get it, if I can go to 1 Peter, the 25th verse, sir.
What chapter?
1 Peter is the first chapter. Sorry, Salaki. Salaki, go ahead. Hey, Shalom, y'all by Shashaka Thar. This officer gun, Gashan right here? Oh, I was kind of saying, what's going on, sir? You two up, better one? Hey, man, most sign Christ, sir. And watch to the man above me, there, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be possible without y'all, sir. Hey, come, Lord of Christ, sir, the water. All right, come, sir.
All right. Book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 25. But the word of the Most High, divine instruction. Oh, Salaki.
Come, you swore, sir. If everybody online, we're going to start in 1 Peter's, the first chapter, the 25th verse. That's what we're picking up at. And it's like it to any viewers on YouTube or Facebook. If you have any questions, you can type your questions in. You know what I mean? And, when the brothers are notified, and you know what I mean, we'll get your question up, and you know what I'm saying, we'll go from there. Come, sir. You good about yourself? And what we pretty much get into tonight, man, we get into, like, you know what I'm saying, the Most High laws, you know what I'm saying, are still in full effect. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Christian church has deceived the people, man. They have done the job of their father, man. You know what I'm saying? When the scriptures say that you are your father, the devil, you know what I'm saying? The devil's job is to deceive you, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember my mom used to say it all the time, the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's exactly the job of the Christian church, man, because they have not taught no law and order. You know what I'm saying? They have taught everything the oppressor has trained them to be. Everything that the oppressor trained his so-called pets to be, his pets have been a good job to create more pets. Right. And we here establish law and order in the I.S.U.P.K. to save our people from that hell and that kind of slavery, man, because that mental slavery is destroying us. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you got that verse for me?
Got it. Good. Book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 25. But the word of the Most High endure forever.
The word of the Most High endure just for a little time, sir.
Endure forever.
Until you start going to church and just, you know, the pastor just tell you it's over with.
Endure forever.
When Christ died on the cross.
Endure forever.
When Christ stretched out his arm and died on the cross.
Endure forever.
Endure forever. Not one time in the scripture that I hear it say that until Christ died and rose on the cross 3 days later. It didn't say that. It said endure forever. Now, I know all of us know what forever is, because all of us be wanting our relationships to last forever. You don't want your relationship to just fall off, and you don't want your relationship to fall. Like, baby, okay, this over with when Christ down the Christ rise 3 days. No, you don't say that. You want your relationship to last after Christ rise and everything. So the same thing you want your relationship to be, that's the same way Christ wants you to keep these commandments, man. Because this is going to say the word. This is how you keep a law. This is how you keep America, man. If think about it. If America keep going the way it is upon the same people that's running it right now, we wouldn't have no America. Look at the earthquakes, man. They drain the oil out of the earth. The earth just shriveling up. You know what I'm saying? The climate right now. You know what I mean? You got all kind of diseases. Like Commander General Yahanna bringing out, you know what I mean, about the food, man. You can't even eat food. Even if you talking about, oh, I'm eating health, I'm eating vegan food. You can't even eat vegan food and think you're going to live, man. They pick poison, you know what I'm saying? That's poison all on the grapes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a place that's ran by lunatics. They don't have no order, man. They straight lunatics, man. You know what I mean? Continue with that, sir, if you could, about yourself.
Come. The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 25. But the word of the Most High endure forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you.
And this is the word by which the gospel is preached to you. This is the word by which these good words, and that's what gospel means, good words, man. Because when I think about the gospel, man, gospel ain't Bobby Jones gospel anymore. That's not gospel. Right. Gospel ain't what your pastor telling you when he lying to you in the morning. Gospel is me telling you don't smoke cigarettes because you'll die. Right. That's good news because I'm telling you how to live. Right. Gospel is me telling you don't eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobsters because you gonna end up on the hospital bed like Big Mama with high blood pressure. That's good news because that teaches you how to be healthy. Gospel, you know what I mean, is me telling you don't be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, that's not a man, and for two, you're gonna die of disease, man. And guess what? That's good news because I'm teaching you how to get respect as a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching you how to get respect as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Gospel, that's what gospel is. You know what I'm saying? When they say it is preaching to you, that's what I'm doing right now when I'm talking to you. It ain't that's not preaching, man. That's a theatrical act. You know what I'm saying? When the pastor out there doing all that, that's to get your attention. The same way you the movies and the movies have your attention. The same way you be enthused by all them fights and that stuff on TV. The pastor know how to trick your mind just like that. Because why? Because he learned from his father, the devil, the oppressor that the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? And if I could, so we're gonna step into Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Do I have any questions or comments online? Go ahead.
What you bring out is so heavy, especially when you're talking about how the oppressor, because him being in the rulership and how he's looking to drive all of its resources, like the earth is shriveling up from sucking out all the oil, and we have an earthquake, and it brings me to a part of scripture that I'd like to read. I think you paraphrase.
Go ahead, sir.
The book is Proverbs 29 and 2.
Proverbs 29 and 2.
When the righteous
No, not lies. I was in letting everybody know in class if they didn't hear you where the precepts was coming from, sir. It's like
excellent. The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
right,
And you said this because the wicked are ruling right now and the people are mourning.
right,
When the I.S.U.P.K in the rulership, the people will rejoice.
right. And if I could, sir, you know what I mean? If I could, sir, Baba Shah, expound it a little more because, you know, we always hear, like, you know, you hear about even the other oppressors, they be like, man, I'm catching hell too. I'm going through this and that because, guess what? The same way you wicked, your people are wicked, they run the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and that's how you know it's wicked because, guess what? When blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians, other Comanche, and Yahanna run the earth world, our people ain't going to suffer. And that's how you know. That's how you know the oppressor is selfish, man. Because he don't even care about his people. His people suffering, and they blaming us for suffering. Why? Because they don't. There's no law and order. It's lunatics. It's psychos that are running the earth right now.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, man? It's way out of order, man. And that's why, you know what I mean. The Lord is bringing all these prophecies of life that Comanche and Yahanna been bringing out for years and years, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's give a hand clap to that right now, man. Because listen. There's gonna come a day that everybody gonna see these crazy guys that you see on this camera bringing out the truth. These crazy guys that showing this crazy love. Because right now, man, you gotta be like that crazy love. How you hear Beyonce say crazy in love, crazy in love. Oh, it's cool when Beyonce say, oh, I'm crazy in love, crazy in love. Well, guess what? I.S.U.P.K, man, we ain't crazy in love with all people too, man. That's why we make these sacrifices, man. That's why we do the thing we do to keep law and order and push it in the truth, push it in the world right now. It's like you, sir. Continue if you have anything else to say about yourself. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
For a fire is kindled in my anger, and the Lord is like, he magnified our anger. We're chosen to be a special people. We want the nicest people on earth. We want just every last flavor. Man, we want forgiving people, man. You know that would help. You can cross, build the land and all that.
Right.
But guess what happened? Guess what? There's a thing called World War III. I'm gonna keep on reading right now.
Come on, sir. Go ahead.
Into a lowest hell. It's going to burn into a realest hell. When your men start trumping, the atomic bomb start trumping, guess what? And other nations will feel sorrow and pain. If you have real hope,
Right.
And this has the real salvation to our people.
Right.
Now, keep on reading. It shall consume the earth with an increase. That's what fires in California burning. Let it burn.
That's right.
Burn.
Right.
Let it burn. Let the trees burn because of the oppression did to our people, the Lord showed the people of Israel.
Right.
In the very beginning. And set on the foundation of the mountain. Look what World War III going on in other countries.
Right.
What? Bombs in Syria. Got lots of violence in America. Throughout Mexico, throughout Brazil, into the far areas. That's not the fault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we didn't follow the law, statutes, commandments. That's why we in that Lord's hell in this condition.
Right.
Anyway, all these laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible, we gonna be in our heaven and in earth. This will be our true heaven. Now go ahead.
Right, come, they get everyone call plan for that right there, man. Cause we bring it up, man. And basically what we've been saying all night, man. We gotta establish law and order, man. We gotta take this earth back from these lunatics, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way that you can say you love your family. Ain't no way you can say you love yourself, man. And you wake up every day. Like Christians, man, they really wake up every day and like thank God that they ain't dead, man. Like that's your first thought, man. That's how you know you living in hell, man. And you saying you love yourself, you saying you love your family. You can't, man, when you know this world is out of order, and then on top of it is ran by lunatics, and you don't want no order. We in the I.S.U.P.K, we ain't saying that wrong. We telling y'all how to love. We telling y'all love. We preaching real love. Right. We ain't doing nothing but preaching the Lord. When the Lord say that here, you know what I mean? Here, expand your life and here, do this and that for you, man. That's what we teaching you, man. Because when you start smoking those cigarettes like the Bible say, you gonna live longer, man. When you stop being a filthy homosexual, guess what, man? You gonna save your manhood and you gonna stop yourself against disease, man. When you stop, you know what I'm saying? When you stop messing with other men and women, guess what? You gonna save your life, because that man could come in there and creep down on you and kill you in her. You know what I'm saying? So we just teach law and order, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing but trying to teach our people how to live right. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, if you could, you know what I mean, get to chapter 5, verse 17 of Matthew about Yahanna, sir.
God, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Yahanna. You know what I'm saying? Who the Christians ignorantly call Jesus Christ, who we know as a black man, you know what I'm saying, according to the Bible, when you get into it in Revelation chapter 1, verse 13, and there's other places too, man, but you know what I'm saying? But Christ, man, Christ said, think not that I am come to destroy the law. That's another strike against the Christian pastor, man. Because the Christian pastor say Christ done killed the law. You ain't got to worry about the law no more, man. You know what I'm saying? That's another strike. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about questioning I.S.U.P.K, you then got to go back and question your pastor. Okay, Christ, they just showed me what Christ said. Think not that I come to destroy the law. So if they just said I'm not even explaining it to you. It's pretty much speaking for itself. Could you read that again for me, sir, Bob Bishop?
God, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that
I am come
to destroy the law.
To destroy the law.
Or the prophets.
Or the prophets. Christ didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. Now, when you look on the flip side of that coin, right? Your so-called Christian pastors, your so-called government of America, your so-called Christian leaders, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Eddie Homo, you know what I'm saying?
Eddie Longstrokes.
I don't even want to call him that. You know, they don't even like the name that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to scroll. You know what I mean? I don't even want to say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? But TD Snakes, you know what I'm saying? They destroy the law. They destroy us, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, listen, it been plenty of time that they didn't have a chance to save their people, man. It been plenty of time they can step up on that podium and say, hey, look, man, black people, we gotta stop living like this. They won't tell y'all do nothing, man. They praise the drug dealer when you come into the church, man. Listen, man, you got your mama, your grandmama, and everybody going to the church, so-called serving the Most High according to the ignorant way they know, and they, you know, they supposed to be living right according to what you know. And then the drug dealers that coming out of nowhere with a pocket full of money. Like, okay, if we supposed to serve the Lord to be blessed, how is the dope man blessed? When he killing everybody, he don't have no law and order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How's the people that don't have no law and order getting the most money? How's your entertainers getting the most money? How's your drug dealers getting the most money? How's your killers getting the most money? How are the rape and the predators getting the most money when they don't have no law and order? Because the Christian church in America is built off wickedness. It's not built off law and order. But here it's gonna be a time in the day, man, where the Lord gonna come back, man, and He gonna set law and order in this world. The prophecies are coming to life, man, and just like you said, Yahanna said, think not that He comes to destroy the law and order of the prophets, man. He said that for a reason, man, because one day He gonna come back from out of that sky and create that sky with me. He gonna come pit law and order back in this earth. You know what I mean? If I could, sir, you just go to 1 John 5:3 for me. Do I have any questions, comments on comments? It's like, sir,
If I could. It's like if I could. Can we Go ahead. You got anything else?
Hey, yeah, come, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, when, you know what I mean? Like, we gonna keep going on. Could you read verse 18 for me, sir? Matthew chapter 5, verse 18.
Getting the Christ words.
These are Christ words. You gonna check your Bible, man. It's gonna be in red. This ain't what your Christian pastor saying. This ain't what Jesse Jackson, Reverend I.S.U.P.K. This ain't what Martin Luther King said. This is what a so-called black man who really loved his people died for. Because Martin Luther King, he didn't die for his people. Martin Luther King died because he was liking white women. You know what I'm saying? That's why he died. Yeah, you do your research, you'll find out Martin Luther King, real name Michael King, he didn't have no law and order. He didn't care about his people. He cared about his own self. You know what I'm saying? It's like, go ahead, sir.
Like I got one. I'm gonna say Martin Luther King was a traitor to his people.
Martin Luther King definitely was a traitor to his people. You're absolutely right.
He sold us out.
He sold us out. Absolutely right.
For white women.
For white women. And how we know that? Because get what? This would trip me out right here, sir. If I could, you don't even got to be in the truth. Why do America praise Martin Luther King? And every time you look at Nick Cannon still the so-called stick up for black people. Look what Whoopi Goldberg just did. If all these people right here get canceled, why they didn't cancel Martin Luther King if he's standing up for black people?
Right.
That's a whole other topic now. Right. The point is, like, that's how you know something went right about him, because America does not praise pro-blackness. Not real pro-blackness, because if they did, they'd have news cameras in here right now, interviewing everybody in here right now. Like, what we gonna do to fix another? Because everybody know Keisha Lance Bottom, she ain't got the rules. She don't know how to fix another. She said that. You know what I'm saying? Because she know that law and order from the government, the Atlanta Police Department, the Decatur Police Department, you know what I'm saying, White Street, Memorial Drive down there, they don't have no law and order. You know what I'm saying? So Keisha Lance Bottom, she said she threw her hands up. When if anybody out there know Keisha Lance Bottom, they should tell her to come to 3353 Glenwood Road and come talk to Captain Roddy Zaya in establishing law and order in America. Because we'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we love our people. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just out here looking for no dollar. We ain't out here looking for that, honestly. But to bring our King Yahanna back so we can set this order in word so the world can have some peace. Because God knows there ain't no peace in America. Because if it was some peace in America, man, you wouldn't have these Christians waking up happy that they woke up out of their sleep. Like, you happy you woke up out your... That's how you know it ain't no peace in America, man. It's hell, man. You know what I'm saying? But if I could have, you know, somebody read 1 John chapter 5 and 3 for me.
You say 1 John what now?
1 John 5 and 3, sir.
All right, 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. Now, when you in your Valentine's Day, pagan day, you know what I'm saying, we don't get with that in here. You know what I'm saying, we just had the feast for real. It was glorious, man. You see the pictures online, you know what I'm saying, they all over the internet. You just look up I.S.U.P.K anywhere, and you're gonna see the feast of Purim, man. Beautiful brothers and sisters, kids, families, man. We getting down, throwing down, enjoying each other, enjoying the love, the real brotherhood, the real sister, and we are dwelling amongst each other with law and order. You ain't got brothers in here, you know what I'm saying, selling each other dope. You ain't got each other in here killing each other, man, because we established law and order in here, man, because we care about each other, we love each other, man. We were here to protect each other, you know what I'm saying, and we here to only continue to grow, man, so we established that law and order, and we just celebrate the feast of Purim. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? To go back to the world, man, y'all just celebrated, you know what I'm saying, Valentine's Day. You want to talk about love. Well, guess what? The Bible just said that for the love of God is that we keep his commandments. Now, guess what? All day you hearing about, oh, you don't love me because if you love me, you'll do this and that. Oh, you don't love me because you'll do this, that, and the third. Oh, you don't love me because you disrespect me. Oh, you don't love me because so and so and so and so. Well, guess what? You don't love God because you don't keep his commandments. And you know what I'm saying? And you don't love God, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I mean, you die of cancer when you smoke cigarettes. You don't love God and keep his commandments, so that's why you die you're a homosexual. You don't love God, so that's when you know what I mean, you get murdered when you sleep with another brother or wife. You don't love God, so when you try to rob somebody, you run in the door, man, guess what? You get hit first, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't love God. When you don't love God, so when you sell dope, guess what? You either get killed by the police or you snitch. And guess what? When you snitch, you're still going down. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't supposed to do none of those things, man. So you don't love God, man. You sit up here and talk about, yeah, I got the phone online class, man, sir. If I could, about yourself.
That's scripture.
Okay.
Because that's scripture.
Okay, okay.
Joining conference now.
Hey, SHALAM, everybody back online? Okay, we check back in. So right here, can you read that scripture for me again, sir? 1 John 5 and 3.
1 John 5 and 3. I shall read.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments.
For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. All day you hearing, if you don't love me, you wouldn't do this. If you don't love me, this, that, and the third. If you love me, blase, blase, blase. Well, just like this Bible say, if you love God, you'll keep his commandments. You know what I'm saying? And if I could, man, I'm gonna pass the class over to the priest and prophet of 500, Officer Hadar. Just every man right for it. All right. SHALAM, sir. What's up, sir?
All right, let's clap it up for that, brother. Absolutely, absolutely. Let's call to the conference call real quick, like.
I did, man.
Alright, so most times Christ. So get that for me. Get that for me. Yeah, the echo. Alright, so Shalom Lord Christ, Salakia, Yahanna, Shalom, who's on the conference call tonight? We probably got that disconnected. No sweat at all. All right, so tonight we do have the law class. We have Officer Makulat doing good. Good job talking about the law. Hit that echo for me. There's an echo. My show, there's an echo for me. Talk to take care of that. Think about it. Right. And Officer Michael was speaking on how the law is still in effect. It's still in effect. The Most High's law is still in effect. And brothers and sisters, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians still need to understand that. That go might be in the back. Fix that for me. Still need to understand that the Most High's law is in effect. Right? The Most High's law is still in effect, man. And if blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians understood that, they understood that the Most High's law is still in effect, man, then more than likely they will not be in today's captivity. They will not be under oppression. They will not be under the rule of a murderous and ravenous Edomite, an oppressor. You know, instead they will be ruling over the earth and in righteousness. Right? So let's get a few scriptures on this. Let's start off with Proverbs 9 and 9.
Can't stop that. You can't stop me going. Stop that.
Proverbs 9 and 9.
Yes.
Stop that.
Also, is your phone? Are you on the conference call? I think one of these phones out here is on the conference call. Okay, let's go ahead and hang it up. Is that it? I think that was it. Yep, that was it. Okay, those. It's one of those phones right there. We could take care of that. The Most High in Christ, man. Let's get into this real quick. Like Proverbs 9 to 9, if we could.
Proverbs 9, verse 9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser.
Absolutely. So now, give instruction to a wise man, and he will yet be wiser. Okay. So right now we're talking to brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, younger brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. You know, whether they're young men, troopers, officers of 50, officers or troopers. Okay. All right. We're speaking to young men. Okay. And we're also and the wise men are people who want to follow these scriptures. That's who we're talking to. As the scriptures say, he that have an ear, let him hear. All right, let's continue on with that.
Teach a just man.
A what?
A just man.
Uh-huh.
And he will increase learning.
Teach a just man, and he will increase learning. All right. So that, again, that is what we're here for. We're here trying to teach brothers and sisters. Okay. Yes, it says a man. All right, but we're trying to teach our people to be just, to be fair. Okay. To be righteous. Right, and to increase their learning, okay? As Officer Michael was speaking earlier concerning the law, the church thinks that the law is done away with. The church is ignorant to the scriptures. They're ignorant to the law and how to love the Most High and how to please the Most High. They're completely ignorant to this, all right? And why are they ignorant to this, man? Why are they? Why are they ignorant to the law? All right? Let's continue reading, verse 10.
Verse 10. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom.
Right here, because they lack the fear of the Most High. That's why they don't follow the laws now. They don't have the reverence for the Most High. They don't have honor for the Most High. And because of that, they don't have the wisdom. They are ignorant when it comes to these laws. When Officer Michael was speaking on, that you shouldn't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, they're ignorant to that. All right. When he said that you should not be, you should live a quote unquote alternative lifestyle. The church is ignorant to that because they don't follow these scriptures. All right. When he said you should apply on another man's rib, try to take his lady from him. The church again is ignorant to this law. They don't follow after these scriptures. All right. Continue on.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
And the knowledge of the holy. This knowledge right here is separate. This knowledge is not for everybody. Especially how the church says it's for everyone on earth, in the world. No. This knowledge right here is separate. This knowledge and this wisdom is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So that they can rule in righteousness throughout the earth. Right? And what can happen? What can happen if they have this knowledge and this understanding, okay, of these scriptures? knowledge of the law, what can happen? Let's continue on reading.
Verse 11, for by me thy days shall be multiplied.
Okay, now right here, the me is wisdom. The me is understanding. Thy days shall be multiplied. Okay? We always hear in the world about how black men hope that they can live to see what, 25, right? They hope that they hope that they can make it to 25. That their days can be multiplied. Their days will be longer. Why? Because of the things that they're doing, how they're transgressing against the law, they're breaking the law. They're not keeping it. They're selling drugs. They're plotting on another man's rib. They're killing people. And what happens? All that wrath, all that anger comes back to them. Right? They don't have the knowledge and understanding of these scriptures. And so now their days are not multiplied. As a matter of fact, their days are shortened. Right? Continue on reading.
And the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou shalt be wise, verse 12, slightly. If thou shalt be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself.
All right.
But if thou scornest,
if thou what?
If thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it.
Okay, so now let's look this up real quick because you know how I love words. I love definitions. What does scorn mean? Anybody on the conference call, you can hear me. What does scorn mean? Does anybody have it? Go ahead. Hey, I.S.U.P.K. What does scorn mean, brother? I like that. Hurt or abuse. Okay. No sweat. Go ahead.
To mock.
To mock. Absolutely. I'm glad you used that one. That was in my notes right there. What scorn is, to mock. Right? Well, we're good with that. Appreciate that. All right. So let's look it up just real quick for the sake of time. So scorn is open or unqualified contempt, disdain. Okay. And as a verb, when you scorn, you regard it with disdain, you reject or refuse. Okay. And as Upper Rock said, to mock. Okay, and just real quick, because we're using big words, we're using words like disdain. What is disdain? A strong hatred, to look down upon. All right? And then contempt is willing disobedience. Willing disobedience and disrespect. All right? So now we know essentially what scorn is. The scorn is hurtful, abuse, right? To look upon with disdain, with contempt. And disdain and contempt is willing disobedience, disrespect, and to look down upon, right? To have that arrogance. Read the last part again. The verse 12.
But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it.
So now, if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. So now, if you disrespect this Bible, if you disrespect these scriptures, if you look down upon them, right? And say, oh, the law is done away with. The law is old. It's 2022. Right? Then thou alone shall bear the consequences. Thou alone shall bear the consequences of breaking these laws. Transgression against the Most High. Okay? And in following the law, what else can happen in modern day's time? What else can happen in today's time now when you're not following these scriptures and breaking the laws? You know what can happen? You end up giving your strength as a man. You give your strength. You give your power. And now we read earlier in the scriptures how the Israelites are supposed to rule, right, the earth. But guess what? The Israelite men can't even rule their own house. They can't even rule their own house. Why? Because they've been transgressing against the law. They've been breaking the law. They haven't been following these scriptures. And now when you can't even rule, you're trying to rule the earth, but you can't even rule your own house, what happens then? We're in the month of February, right? We're in the month of February. All of a sudden now, here you go, celebrating Valentine's Day. Right? Or as I like to call, National Black Man Emasculation Day. That's what you end up doing. That's what you end up doing. You end up celebrating holidays that have absolutely nothing to do with you.
Right.
And you are breaking the laws of the Most High, man.
Right.
All right. And now, because now you can't rule the earth, and you can't even rule your own house, and you celebrate these so-called holidays and whatnot, what happened? You've given up your strength.
Right.
You've given up your masculinity.
Right.
So now your woman is ruling over you.
Right.
And that's not lawful.
Right.
Your woman is not supposed to be ruling over you. According to these scriptures, the woman is your support. She's your helpmate.
Right.
She's your helpmate, man. She is supposed to compliment you. Right? But now because our people, our men have not been following after these laws, what? Now their women are ruling over them. And again, that's not lawful. Okay? That's not following after the scriptures. Let's see what the scripture says about that, man. Let's go to 1 Timothy. Let's go to 1 Timothy 2:12. If you can read it for me, Makullah.
It's like, what is this again, sir?
The book of 1 Timothy.
All right,
2:12.
Come, sir. You ready on one?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, come. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman.
So my apologies. Start at verse 11. I like 11.
Okay, come. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
With what?
With all subjection.
With what?
With all subjection.
All subjection. Okay? Learn in silence with all subjection. And again, y'all know I love definitions. I love words. So let's look at subjection real quick.
Right.
Let's look at that. What is subjection? What is subjection? Okay? For the sake of time, I already have it. Subjection is being under dominion, rule, owning allegiance and obedience. All right? Allegiance and obedience. So now let's read that scripture again.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
All subjection. Okay? So now, men, your woman is supposed to be learning from you.
Right.
Now, yes. Your woman can be smart. She can teach you a few things. She can give you some pointers. She can give you some suggestions. All right? But she should not be teaching you, especially when it comes to these so-called holidays. Especially when it comes to these scriptures. Okay? Because, again, black man, Hispanic man, Native man, you not following after these scriptures, now guess what? You're under subjection to your woman. Okay? Now you're celebrating as what I like to call National Black Men's Emasculation Day.
What?
That's what you were doing. That's what you were doing. You're giving subjection to your woman. All right? Let's continue on.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Okay, now real quick, just in case if any sisters online and whatnot and want to get a little sensitive. Okay, when you hear not to teach, we're specifically talking about these scriptures.
Right.
That's what we're talking about right here. We're not saying that a woman can't teach a child. We're not saying that a woman can't even be a teacher in the school.
Right.
Because they do a damn good job.
That's right.
At least for those teachers who have the passion for it. Let's
Right.
give those sisters a hand.
Right.
Okay? Who teach our children the right way. Who teach our children, you know, saying that they should be following the law. Teach that they should be following after their fathers.
Right.
They should be following after the men. Okay?
Right.
Continue on though.
Nor to usurp,
okay? Continue on.
authority over the man.
Over a man. Usurp authority over a man. Once again, you know I love definitions. Let me see that real quick. Michael, if you could. Word usurp. Let's learn. Let's learn. Okay? But some of these words, you know, they sound like old English and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But let's expand our vocabulary, if we will, okay?
Sir. Good definition for usurp. Take. Illegal.
Hold on, what now? Take. And?
Illegally.
Okay.
Or by force.
Absolutely. Take legally or by force. Okay. And my definition was to seize or hold a position of power by force. Okay. to hold a position of power by force. So okay, so let's go back to 1 Timothy and that first part of 1 Timothy. Chapter 12. Let me get that.
Come. This is the book of 1 Timothy.
So like in that second part. Come on, go ahead.
Come. The second part of verse 12. Nor to usurp authority over the man.
Absolutely. And what is usurp? To seize and hold a position of power over a man.
Right.
Okay. Again, this is the law right here. This is coming from the Apostle Paul. Does not want your woman to be over you, holding your position of power over you. But now in America, what happened? We broke the law, we transgressed against the Most High, and now the woman is taking a position of power over you.
Right.
Okay?
You do what you do.
You celebrate Valentine's Day and whatnot. I'm on the slavery, and I'm asking brothers. I'm asking brothers, hey, so what did you do? And I don't even say Valentine's Day. I say, hey, so what did you do for National Black Men's Emasculation Day? And they think better, say, oh, you mean Valentine's Day? Yeah, what did you do? What did you do? And then, you know, some of the brothers who, you know, they've been in a relationship for some years and whatnot, they feel they don't, you know what I'm saying, they're vets now. They don't have to really do much to impress their woman and whatnot. No sweat. So, brother, what did you do? Oh, well, you know, we went out for brunch and whatnot. No sweat. So real quick, you're telling me this is what you do on a normal basis. This is what you do normally on your days off to spend time with your woman. Yes. No sweat. Cool. But then I say, what'd you buy her? Did you get her a gift? And he's like, I got some flowers. Like, do you see? You still went and got her some flowers.
Right.
Why? Because it's Valentine's Day. You see what I'm saying? Like, you are still in subjection to your woman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're still in subjection to your woman, man. I remember one time I told the brother, I just said out loud, man, I said, man, Valentine's Day is for suckers.
That's right.
For suckers.
That's
You
right.
know what happened? My supervisor, oh boy, he was hot. He got so mad. And he came out running to me and he said, man, you just wait till you've been married for some 20-something years and your wife was talking with her girlfriends and they talk back and forth and whatnot and they bring it back to you. I said, so pretty much you're telling me that you're scared to be put on the couch. You're scared to be put out the house because you didn't get her a gift on this one day. Is that what you're telling me? And of course you couldn't say anything. Go ahead.
Salami, sir. Do we know that you have a real for SMS?
Right, that's what I told him. I said, I've been in this business now for 12 years. Man, you hit 20 years. What now? Really now? Because now pretty much you can't even take the peer pressure. You see what I'm saying? I said, so now what are you doing? So what do you do about it? He goes, I'm not going to get a gift. I'm cooking. Don't you normally cook? Don't you normally cook? I said, see, it's like brothers, and he's the problem, man. That's probably how we said earlier with Proverbs 9:9, Proverbs 9:10. You know what I'm saying? Like for your understanding. Because brothers don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand what can happen. Like when you are breaking the laws, man, of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Now you going out here and you celebrate these so-called holidays, and for what?
Right.
For what, man? You know what I'm saying? And you don't understand that you are giving your power away.
Right.
You're giving your strength away, man. Like you voluntarily emasculate yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You emasculate yourself, man. You're giving your strength away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And no real woman wants that in a man.
Right.
No real woman wants that in a man. Just think about it, man. You with your real, you tell her when you're on the phone, hey, I love you before you leave, right? I love you when you go to bed. You see what I'm saying? I love you when she cooks and whatnot. I love you when you're doing extracurricular activities. You see what I'm saying? But now this one day, you don't do it. Oh, now it's a problem. It's a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why? Because these women are usurping authority over you.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?